Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
First item is the approval of the minutes of the October 13 regular meeting.
Move for approval. Second.
Cox,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Lush,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Nichols,
I'm saying as I was staying on a secret mission.
Okay, moving right along. Next is bill number 2014-66, a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement with the Mexico Senior Nutrition Center to assist in providing services for senior citizens. Bruce?
Yes, Your Honor, this is the annual contract with appropriations for the Senior Center's nutrition program, and to cover the details of the contract, I will turn to Roger Haynes.
Good evening. The attached resolution authorizes the city manager to enter into an agreement with the Mexico Senior Nutrition Center to assist in providing services to senior citizens. The attached is a narrative of the program Nutrition, which the council had a chance to review. This narrative was prepared by the program's administrator, which is Sally Crow, which is here this evening, and I'm sure she'll be glad to answer any questions that you might have. This is a program that we've supported for many years. Going back 10-plus years, the dollar amount of $11,000 has been requested and has been approved to assist in the operational costs related to providing programs, activities, and nutritional luncheon services. Staff recommends the City of Mexico and the Mexico Senior Nutrition Center enter into an agreement, and the council proceed with reading and passage of the attached resolution. Just for the benefit of those that are here in the audience this evening, this particular program last year served 50,506 meals to 653 different elderly individuals.
Amazing.
Of that number, 494 were congregate, which meant they met right there at the center, and 159 were homebound. They provide a lot of programs, 5 days a week for lunch and socialization. They provide health screenings, nutrition education, and various recreational activities. This is a program that has, under Sally's leadership, has had great success, and again, staff would recommend that we match that request to support them with $11,000.
And they not only have nutritious food, they also have good tasting food. Amen.
Oh, Sally's here. I just have one question. What changed this year to make your supplies go up 60,000, like a third? So
Actually, our food.
was it food?
Anybody needs the grocery store, they know that.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know too.
Yeah. But, yeah.
So do you get most of your, is it through donations or?
No, we have a contract with Springfield Grocer, and most of our food comes from Springfield Grocer. And what we can purchase locally, we do. But the Springfield Grocer comes in there. So that's basically what,
Oh, it's just amazing to look at the cost of the food go up that much. But,
it just, yeah, it has.
I would move to give them the recommendation of $11,000. And just on a side note, it doesn't even seem like enough, but for everything you guys do, so we thank you for everything you do.
Second. Read the bill.
I move for reading of bill number 2014-66.
Second.
Butts,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Lush,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Bill number 2014-66, a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement with the Mexico Senior Nutrition Center to assist in providing services for senior citizens. Whereas the City of Mexico recognizes the many benefits provided by the Mexico Senior Nutrition Center to its senior citizens, and whereas the City of Mexico acknowledges the need for programs, activities, and nutritional luncheon services provided to senior citizens, and whereas the City of Mexico and the Mexico Senior Nutrition Center desire to enter into an agreement to continue to provide these services. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of Mexico, Missouri as follows. Section 1, the city manager is hereby authorized to execute an agreement with the Mexico Senior Nutrition Center to assist in providing services to senior citizens. Section 2, this resolution shall be in full force and effect from and after the time of its passage. Move for passage of bill number 2014-66.
Second.
Butts,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Lush,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Next is the second resolution is Bill number 2014-67, a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement with the Mexico Area Chamber of Commerce to assist in marketing activities for the City of Mexico. Bruce?
Yes, Your Honor, this again is the annual contract and appropriations with the Mexico Area Chamber. And to cover the details, I will once again turn to Roger Haynes.
Again, council, the attached resolution authorizes the city manager to enter into an agreement with the Mexico Area Chamber of Commerce to assist in the marketing activities in the City of Mexico for budget year 2014-2015. The City of Mexico would contribute to the Mexico Area Chamber of Commerce the sum of $13,000 for use in the cost of marketing activities listed in the agreement. We do have with us this evening Dana Keller, Executive Director of the Chamber of Commerce, and she's provided to council a narrative outlining the significant marketing promotions for this past year. Staff recommends that the City of Mexico and the Mexico Area Chamber of Commerce enter into an agreement to promote marketing activities, and that council proceed with the reading and passage of the attached resolution.
Is this the same amount as last year as well?
Yes, sir.
I move for reading of bill number 2014-67.
Second.
Butts,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Lush,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Nichols,
Bill number 2014-67, a resolution authorizing the city manager to enter into an agreement with the Mexico Area Chamber of Commerce to assist in marketing activities. Whereas the City of Mexico recognizes the many benefits derived by the city, its businesses, and citizens resulting from marketing activities in Mexico, Missouri, and whereas the City of Mexico acknowledges the need for marketing activities and also recognizes the benefits associated with promoting the City of Mexico and marketing markets. And whereas the City of Mexico and Mexico Area Chamber of Commerce desire to enter into an agreement to promote marketing activities to the City of Mexico. Now therefore be it resolved by the Council of the City of Mexico, Missouri as follows. Section 1, the city manager is hereby authorized to execute an agreement with the Mexico Area Chamber of Commerce to assist in promoting marketing activities in the City of Mexico. Section 2, this resolution shall be in full force in effect from and after the time of its passage. I move for passage of bill number 2014-67.
Butts,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Lush,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Nichols,
Next, we have an ordinance up for two readings by title only and passage, Bill number 2014-68, an ordinance amending Chapter 5 of the Code of the City of Mexico, Missouri Health. Bruce?
Your Honor, yes. The Audrain Health Department operates as an independent health department and enforces the current Missouri Food Code for food establishments. The code needs to be updated, its health code, by adopting the department's current with the state code. This proposed ordinance, which is presented by the Audrain County Public Health Department, will be adopted by the Audrain County Commission as well as the rest of the communities within or the cities within the county. The code does include chapters and sections that coincide with the FDA Food Code and the current Missouri Food Code for food establishments. There are some sections that are specific with Audrain County and its enforcement of the food code. Those codes have been outlined that we, at the last meeting, and went over those with council. Audrain County ordinance will be incorporated, as I said, in all the unincorporated and incorporated areas of the county. This ordinance also repeals Chapter 5 as written, which is the current Mexico City Food Code, and replaces it with the Audrain County Food Code as presented. City attorney has noted one change that he would like to see in the ordinance that was presented here this evening, and that would be in Section 1, which is when it talks, that it states that Chapter 5, Health of the Mexico City Code is hereby, Chapter 5, Health of the Mexico City Code is hereby repealed as written, and adopts a proposed Audrain County Ordinance 14-1, Audrain County Food Code. And then it goes on to say, as of October 27, 2014. So it's as of today's date. So, council, if you wish to proceed with the ordinance, we would need a motion to make that amendment and vote on that first, and then vote on the ordinance as amended, or we can bring it back to you at a future meeting with that in there, because we are, again, they would just like to have it in place by the first of the year. So it is however you would like to proceed.
I just had one question, but he didn't show up tonight. It doesn't state how often the inspections are or anything in here.
Yes, it does. It did talk about the inspections are under the Audrain section, which talks about twice a year, as far as the inspections go. You meaning for each establishment, meaning a restaurant, yes. Let me see if I can find that for you. I know I read it somewhere. Yes, it would, if you look under Chapter 9, which would be the first section, 101.01, food establishments within Audrain County unless otherwise noted, and regardless of Friday, will be inspected at least 2 times a year.
Okay.
Any questions?
I move we adopt the changes in Bill number 2014-68 as presented.
Second. So you're voting on the amendment.
Botts,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Lesh,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Nichols,
And I move for first reading of Bill number 2014-68 as amended.
Second.
Botts,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Lesh,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes. Bill number 2014-68, an ordinance amending Chapter 5 of the Code of the City of Mexico, Missouri, Health. I move for second reading of Bill number 2014-68 as amended.
Second.
Botts,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Lesh,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes. Bill number 2014-68, ordinance amending Chapter 5 of the Code of the City of Mexico, Missouri, Health as amended. I move for passage. Bill number 2014-68.
Second.
Botts,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Lesh,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Nichols,
Yes.
Next on the agenda is a staff report, 2015 health insurance coverage. Bruce?
Yes, Your Honor. We have reviewed group health insurance plans for the upcoming calendar year, and we have advertised taking the different bids on it, and to cover the details, I will turn to Roger Haynes.
Actually, I'm like the guy that whose number was drawn to get cold cuts. I'm really happy to have the opportunity to present this staff report. Staff has been reviewing group health insurance plans for the upcoming calendar year. Requests for proposals were advertised in the Mexico Ledger and were also provided to insurance agencies that requested to be placed on the RFP list. Based on health premium trends for small groups, the 2015 budget included a contingency for up to a 14% increase in plan rates. The city has received proposals from 3 agencies encompassing 4 health insurance provider plans. The agencies submitting the plans were the Daniel and Henry Group out of St. Louis, MBT Insurance Agency out of here in Mexico, and the Gallagher Insurance Group here in Mexico. The 4 plans offered were from Anthem, Cigna, Coventry, and United Healthcare. Our current provider provided us a renewal rate equal to the rate that we paid in 2014. This is a significant savings comparison to budget, both a benefit to the city and for its employees. Based on provider strength, coverage, area position, network, and pricing, staff recommends that Coventry GHP be awarded the City of Mexico's group health insurance contract for the period of 1 year beginning January 1, 2015, with an option to renew for 2 additional 1-year terms based on the quality of service and acceptable renewal pricing. It is also recommended of the staff that Gallagher Insurance Group be the agency of record based on the quality of service provided to the City of Mexico during the past few years. I'd be glad to answer any questions.
How much, you got the numbers here, and I know I've asked before, and I forgot, how much do we pay? How much do our employees pay?
We pay 100% of the employee-only cost. The dependent coverage is paid 75% by the city and 25% by the employee.
So this is, once the deductible limits have been satisfied, it says $2,600. Now, we provide also a health savings account, is that correct?
That is correct. For employee only, we provide an HSA equal to $1,300 annually, and for family coverage, $2,600 annually.
So the employee could potentially pay $1,300.
Yes.
Is that correct?
Right. And on the family, if he has dependents, he can
Right.
pay $2,600.
Okay.
Do we fund, well, do we fund that HSA?
Yes, we did. And then the employee has the option to, on a pre-tax basis, put in additional funding out of their paychecks up to the IRS limits.
Do employees do that, by the way?
We have probably 10 to 15 employees out of the 85 that do that.
So generally, the way this insurance works, once you get over the $2,600 for the individual, I'm talking about here, then the rest of the cost is covered.
That is correct, as long as it is a qualifying health need, yeah.
Right.
In-network and so on.
Right.
Still a pretty good plan.
It is, and we went to the high deductible plan back in 2009 because at that time we were getting renewal rates for coverage of close to $1 million. So even with the rates that we're going to have in 2015 plus the HSA contributions, we're still $250,000 under rates that were quoted to us back 6 years ago, going on 6 years ago.
Thank you.
Just need a motion to accept your recommendation. Is that what we need? I make a motion to accept, we go with Coventry GHP with Gallagher as the
Agent of record.
agent of record. Thank you.
Second?
Barnes,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Lush,
Yes.
Miller,
Abstain, current subscriber.
Nichols,
Yes.
Next is another staff report, 2015 dental insurance coverage. Wonder who's going to do that?
Once again, I'm happy to present this report. Staff has been reviewing group dental insurance bids for the upcoming benefit year, January 1, 2015 through December 31st, 2015. The city received 10 dental insurance quotes through the professional services of area agencies. Again, the best plan and rate was offered by MetLife, who is our current carrier. They actually came back with pricing that was 3% below the year we're in right now. We're making the suggestion and recommendation to stay with MetLife because, number one, we're keeping the same provider. They have a better usual and customary percentage rate than the other providers as far as coverage to cost. They do cover complex extractions, which many of these plans do not, and they're also throwing in a supplemental vision plan with a wide network that would allow people to buy glasses, contacts, things like that as an additional benefit. Giving full consideration to the competitiveness of the pricing between the city's current provider, MetLife, and other providers quoted, their past service experience, benefit coverage, network, and percentage of UCR pay, MetLife provides the best overall dental plan. Staff recommends MetLife as the dental benefit provider for calendar year 2015 with the option to renew for 2 additional one-year terms based on their quality of service and acceptable renewal pricing. It is also a recommendation of staff that Gallagher Insurance Group be the agency of record based on the quality of service provided to the city in past years. I would be glad to answer any questions.
Make a motion to accept
Second.
MetLife.
Second.
Botts?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Lash?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes.
Nichols?
Yes.
Next item is the claims.
Move we pay the claims.
Second.
Botts?
Yes.
Williams?
Yes.
Lash?
Yes.
Miller?
Yes.
Nichols?
Yes.
We've come to council comments. Councilman Lesh.
I don't think I have any.
I do have one question. How are we coming with the waste situation out there? Tree and my pallets.
Right, we sent them a letter of notice to put them on notice in regard to contract. At the end of this week, if they have not met where we're at, then we are in the position to send a letter of termination of contract. So it's an issue of timing right now.
Have they even talked to anybody at this point, or?
I think they've done some pallets, but there's still some out there. Have they done anything with them at all? Nothing? Okay.
That's all I just had a question.
Councilman Miller.
One point, Your Honor, is if we terminate our contract, we're back in the yard waste business. So we might want to think about that. Morris Street update, anything new, Kenzie?
We did, actually, representatives of MoDOT, along with myself, and did meet with representative of Norfolk Southern on site last week. Went over the plans, got clear what we wanted to do, what Norfolk Southern would require for crossing. I think that's going back up the chain at Norfolk Southern now. We do have a specific person that's been assigned to our project that we can talk to. So I think we are making progress. It's not fast progress, but I think we are making progress with it. It was certainly helpful that our district liaison, Ron Watts from MoDOT, was there, was able to impress on the funding and requirements and some of those things. So I think that on-site visit was a good thing for us.
That's all.
I am going to actually have Chad provide us with another report at this time in regards to tennis courts.
Real quick update, the Park Foundation does have the money in hand to fund construction, and I met with them last week. We've got a system in place for reimbursements to take place once we have construction contract costs set. And then the request for qualifications went out to tennis court builders. They're due on November 4th. And then after qualified builders selected, and we've determined a price for design build services, the council will be asked to approve entering into a contract to build the set course. So, depending on how complicated the qualification assessment gets, next 3 or 4 council meetings, contract possible. If negotiating price becomes a difficulty, we may have to go to a second qualified bidder if we can't get the price we want out of first. And then you'll notice there's all kinds of construction going on over there. One of those is the school's building trades class. They started construction of the new shelter for the bleachers for the parents to watch games. So it'll be on the sidewalks. So we'll just like to publicly say the school has been great to work with on that. You mentioned Bill and Ben, just nothing but great partners. So we really appreciate what they're doing out there.
Good.
How are we coming with the other entrance? I see them working out there.
They were working on pouring the apron today, I believe. And then as soon as we get done closing the bathrooms, and I can provide some manpower to Kenzie for trucking, I think we'll get going on the rest of that in earnest. You're also going to see the soccer field is grading this week, and we're building a new restroom. And there's been a lot going on at Fairgrounds Park right now. So.
And one more question on the tennis courts, because I was sick when we had our budget meeting. The school hasn't given, so they're gonna build the new courts for 150 and then keep 50 back? Because the school only gave 50 and then they're giving another 50 next year.
But we're on a design build project, and we have got some contractors' estimates on what they said they would charge to build, but once we get into the design build contract, then we'll know exactly what it's going to cost to build these, because there's going to be some additional specifying as to exactly how they have to do this piece and that piece. What's going to be left over really won't be known until we get that contract in front of you. If they have enough money left over, they would like to go ahead and write those courts. So we'll make sure that we set them up so that that potential exists.
Well, yeah, I was just wondering, so to build the 2 courts, they're expecting that to be under 150,000.
They have more than 150,000 in hand.
They have more, so they've got more because it was 200 in the budget, and 100 of that was the school, and the school only technically gave 50.
Right.
So they've raised more money on top of
Yeah,
that.
I think it's just over 165 currently, and they've got another 50,000 pledge coming, so. And their intention is to keep working on tennis courts if they can keep money coming in, so. As far as that public-private partnership that we were looking for, we couldn't have asked for a better group to work with. They really have done a great job on this.
Cool.
Glad. Sounds like great progress. I have nothing this evening, so we move to public comments. Anyone? Anything? Seeing none, I move that we adjourn.
Second.
Bratz,
Yes.
Williams,
Yes.
Lash,
Yes.
Miller,
Yes.
Folds.
Yes.